Alright, let's talk about the Utillian 620. This is absolutely my favorite vape. What makes it so special is the removable airway for cleaning, and it just works really well. One thing that's real nice about this little vape is it'll take pretty much any kind of grind that you happen to have available. It works great with a fine grind, and it works great with a coarse grind as well. With either one, you're going to likely want to do a little stir at the very end to get the most out of it. It's not necessary, but I like to get every bit out of it as I can. I don't like to waste anything, so a little stir goes a long way. Cleaning, it's pretty simple and straightforward. A basic cleaning is just like any other. You want to brush out the inside, whatever little brush you have available. I'm not sure this one actually came with a brush like this. I think this one came from a different vape, but I like this brush, so this is the one I use. One of the best tools I've found for cleaning is a little eyeglasses screwdriver with a small flat head, because you can get the grooves down in there real well. You don't want to scrape at it too hard and you'll damage it, but if you do it real lightly, you can get stuff out of the cracks and stuff that no other tools will get to. But as far as cleaning goes, your best friend is isopropyl alcohol and Q-tips. So for a full cleaning, I'm going to turn it over and pop the bottom little magnetic tool out. This is also a good stir tool if you don't have something available. You'll notice there's some buildup right here. Simply just put a little alcohol on some paper towel and wipe it clean. It's good to go already. You're going to use this tool and put it in the round hole, not the square hole. And basically just hold it like this and carefully push until you hear a little pop. And here's your air chamber. There, you can see all the way through now. So with this, I generally take my little screwdriver and I just kind of gently work the stuff that's crusted around here. I do a full cleaning about once a month probably, and the general cleanings daily. Should do a full cleaning a little more often. Kind of want to check and see if it looks like the little holes are clogged or anything. Doesn't look like they are. I've never had these get really clogged yet. The discoloration on the corkscrew area doesn't really come off and doesn't really need to. Anyway, I'm going to take a Q-tip, wet your Q-tip with a little bit of isopropyl, take the excess off. You don't want it to be dripping. And we're just gonna swirl around the inside, get it real good around the rim where the air chamber snaps in, and wipe out down in the bottom of the air chamber there. See how dirty that area was? And sometimes you might need to use your little screwdriver tip and encourage some stuff out of the corners down in there. Nice thing is this is all like one solid piece, it seems, so if you do have some excess alcohol in there, it looks like it just boils off. If you turn it on, it's not going to get in any components. Rub down the top here with some alcohol to get the gunk off of it. And now for the last bit, we're going to take Q-tip and we're going to pull almost all of the stuff off of it. We want just a little bit left. And wet that with some alcohol. I'm going from the bottom. Push it on through. See how much was in that? It was more than I've ever had before. After you've done that, you're going to want to once again go down in the bottom of the chamber there and just scoop up the little excess stuff that pushed through. In my case, it's pretty bad, so I'm going to do it one more time. And if you don't get enough of this off, it won't go through. If it doesn't go through relatively easily, don't force it through. You don't want to get it stuck in there or break it off in there or anything. Wipe up any excess alcohol. Make sure you don't get any alcohol in your charging port while you're doing this. Hasn't happened to me, but I can see how it could happen to somebody, so just be careful. To put it back together, I'm going to take the corkscrew side facing down, drop it in the hole, use the same tool you popped it out with, and you're going to push it in until you get a good snap. If you shake it like that and it doesn't fall out, it should be all the way in. Pop your tool back in the bottom, and that part's done. Alright, and for the mouthpiece, pull out the tube, wipe down the outside, work the inside with a Q-tip. This is really clean because I don't actually use this mouthpiece, but this is the one that comes with it, so that's what I'm showing you with. I'll show you the one I use in a minute here. And we're going to pop this little rubber grommet out here. Ideally, you'll want some tweezers and a lighter. And pop the screen out. Set the screen to the side for a minute, and we're going to put a generous amount of alcohol and some paper towel. Put it in here and just pinch it between and rub your fingers into it real good. And just keep working until you get most of the stuff out of the inside. It was pretty dirty. Like I said, I haven't done this in a little while. Easiest way to clean the screen, hold it in some tweezers. These screens are pretty robust. They can handle a lot. They're much better than a lot of the other screens I've seen. Take your lighter and set it on fire. Don't let it burn for very long. It will damage the metal if you let it burn. Just like flash it and blow it out. And then brush the little holes out. It doesn't get much cleaner than that. And pop it back into the little rubber piece. Set that to the side. We're going to use the Q-tip again, and we're going to clean this area real good. Make sure you get in these grooves really well. Make sure you never force anything into these slides here, because you will have to, you get it clogged up too bad, you'll have to buy a new mouthpiece. Fortunately, you can do that, and they're only like 20 bucks. Alright, so that's clean. Rub it out with some paper towel and pop the piece back in. If you're ever sliding the mouthpiece on here and you feel resistance, stop and check the tracks here. As long as you don't get it jammed into the tracks really bad, you can still get most things out using a little brush and just work it into the groove, and you can get stuff out. So I use mine exclusively with a water pipe, unless I'm away from the house or whatever, but if I'm at home, I always use the water pipe. I have a video on how to make these water pipes. I'll put a link in the description. If you want to use a water pipe with this, as far as I know, they do not make a Waterpipe adapter for it. But if you've seen my previous videos about the Planet of the Vapes 1, the water adapter that they sell for the 1 fits this. It's actually about 1.5 millimeters too short. So it does wobble a little bit, but it seals. The rubber seal on the top seals it very well, and it works perfectly. I've been using it like this for a year now with the POTV1's Waterpipe adapter on it. The only disadvantage is it does get gunk buildup inside here on the window that you have to clean out. It's not that bad as long as you keep up with it, and it works great. Yeah, makes a perfect seal and allows you to get much bigger, cooler rips.